Alright guys, welcome back to the Saints View. Here is our preferred 11 video ahead of a clash with Fulham on Wednesday night at St Mary's. Obviously it's going to be a big game. We go into the game on the back of a very frustrating result, I think. Obviously it was Arsenal away, we lost 2-0 at the Emirates. No one expected much, maybe a point, but I think it was more the manner of the performance which upset people. Within 20 minutes we were 2 down. Obviously there was a lot of people on social media and stuff moaning about Jack Stevens, who majorly at fault for the second goal. The first goal, the players were like holding their hands up for offside and stuff, but I haven't seen it back. I don't think they've got too much to complain about. It wouldn't have been chalked out for VAR or anything like that, but at the time I did think it was, but it's just, we can't be relying on that sort of thing. So yeah, obviously me, Dan, Liam were at the game, but Dan got his review out, so if you haven't checked that out yet, go have a look at that. Yeah, let's get into the preferred 11 video for Fulham. So in the sticks, it's a tough one. Obviously Hassan Hüttl recalled Gunn yesterday for the first time in the league since January. Obviously played against Derby in the 2 cup games, but first we played since then. I think I would stick with Gunn. I think what's the point in playing one game, one another? You need to, in that position, you need continuity. He's got to go with one of them and stick with them to the end of the season, barring injury, obviously. So I'd go with Gunn. He did alright yesterday. Obviously he was hit a pretty hospital pass by Stevens, which led to their goal. But I think Gunn's got to start this game, and I think he should. And he obviously would have played against Fulham last year for Norwich, so when he was on loan, I think Gunn's got to start this game. I'd go to about 4 in this game. I think right back, I'd go for Jan Valery. He's one of our better players against Arsenal. He's looking a lot more solid in the Premier League at the moment. When he first came into the side, I was worried because obviously we got rid of Cedric, but I was worried that we'd got rid of Cedric and bring this 19-year-old kid who barely played. So to get him in the side was quite key. He's looked for the first sort of few games he played. He looked a bit dodgy, to be honest. Picking up yellow cards, coming hooked off and stuff. But he's starting to look like a really established player. And regardless of where we are next season, I think he's going to, whether it's Championship or Premier League, I think he's going to be a massive player. So yeah, Valery at right back. Sorry. 2 centre backs. This is the hard one. I think Jan Bednarek's got to be in there. He was maybe slightly at fault for the first goal against Arsenal, but I think it's time for Yoshida to come back in. As harsh as that would be on Vestergaard, I think Yoshida's got to play this game. He's a leader. He's been at the club alongside anyone other than Prowse, so I think he's got to start this game. He hasn't played for a while, so he's going to be fresh. So yeah, Vestergaard and Yoshida at centre back, and I think you've got to have Ryan Bertrand at left back. Obviously, it was a bit surprising, maybe not to some, that he didn't play yesterday, having played in the previous game against Cardiff, but the fact we got 3 games in a week, obviously including this one against Fulham and then United on Saturday afternoon, I think Bertrand playing 3 games in a week, having been out for nearly, 3.5 months, was probably the right decision to not play him, but I think Bertrand's got to come back in and be playing this game. We need what experience we can get, so having the likes of Yoshida and Bertrand back in this game, I think quite critical. The midfield, I think, almost picks itself. Got to go with Romeu, Ward-Prowse, Højbjerg. Those 3 players are playing really well lately. They look like they know their roles. In this sort of game, I think Romeu will sort of be like the linchpin in front of the back 4, and it will allow Ward-Prowse and Højbjerg to get forward. And because Fulham, they're nothing special. They're not great at the back. I can see this being quite an interesting game, one that we simply have got to win, and I just feel like we've got to do this. These sort of players, Ward-Prowse has been in great form in front of goals, assists. Højbjerg's got a few goals this season, so those 2 need big performances on Wednesday night, because this is now or never for Fulham game. If we don't beat Fulham, then it's very hard to see us staying up, especially if United and Tottenham to come after that. Yeah, I think so. Those 3 in midfield: Romeu, Højbjerg, Ward-Prowse. And up front, it's the hard one. I personally would go with Redmond on the left, Austin up top, and Almanusi on the right. I was really impressed with Almanusi when he came on. He looked good, even against a strong team in a obviously horrendous position. It's one of his best performances, and I'd give him a run of games. He's tricky, he's skillful, he's direct. I like him. I know people have got on his back and say, oh, he's not good enough or stuff like that, but I really like him, and I think we haven't really given him much of a chance. He scored against like Man City and stuff in the Champions League and things like that last year, so I think we've got to give him a go in this game, and I'd start him on the right, Bertrand on the left. Obviously, he played up front against Arsenal, which I thought obviously had a few chances, but he's not a striker. Pure proved that a few years ago. He wasn't a striker when he tried to play in there. So I think Redmond on the left, and also he can strike up his partnership with Bertrand and Redmond, which is obviously very strong in the last few years for us. So they seem to, they're obviously best mates off the pitch as well. So I think that could be a big game in this big thing in this game. And Austin up top. Obviously we haven't got too many options. Obviously we sold Gabardini. Ings is out till God knows how when. You can't rely on him. Obafemi unfortunately went off again yesterday. Hamstring injury it looked like. So it's got to be. But I think it's got to be Austin. Shane Long, he wasn't even in the squad yesterday. So I don't know if that's another injury or if he was just not picked. But I personally go with Austin. Austin against their centre backs could cause all sorts of problems. He could easily get a couple of goals. So I think Austin has got to start this game. So that's the team I go with. So it'd be Gunn in goal, Bertrand left back, Bertrand Yoshida in centre backs, Valerie right back, midfield of Ward Prowse, Romeu, Højbjerg, Bremen on the left, Amanusi on the right, with Charlie Austin up front. Let us know what your teams would be for this game. Obviously, it's a game which we have to win. If we can beat Fulham, I think it's 10 points clear of them. Obviously, depending on the results this week, hopefully Everton can do us a favour with beating Cardiff away. I think Burnley are playing Newcastle, so given Burnley are quite far ahead of us now, I think we probably want Burnley to beat Newcastle. But I think Newcastle will be fine overall. Brighton are playing Leicester, I believe, as well. So hopefully they'll do us a favour there. But for me now, it's between three teams to who's going to go down. I know the points and stuff is still close, but realistically, given the squad and the way teams are playing, I think it's Fulham and Huddersfield will go. And it's between Saints, Cardiff and Brighton for the final place. I'm sorry, but if you can't finish above Cardiff, then you're not going to stay up. Let's be real. Like we've just been so bad lately. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and look on the lookout for our match preview, which Dan is filming today. And let's go, Saints. Come on, let's do this.